They talk tough until them things boom. 12 gauges, pistol gripping with the handle. We was serving during scary hours, legends with the scramble. My older bro was with it, we was Michael, Vic, and Randall. I do your thugs dirty if they try to stop us moving these pianos. I was muscle, he was Lucky Luciano. A good kid, fast money turned him to a vandal. A fiend for the cash, a couple thousand for the sample. These niggas all liars, they got you thinking that we wash the money in the dryers. Fucking model types and clipping up the rob suppliers. Shit, never bite the hand that feeds you. The hawk could turn your baby daughter see-through. Chop your son up into pieces, mix it with the seafood. Calamari, little Johnny sleeping with the squid. Labels pay your niggas off to rap about the shit they never did. Dry snitching for the record like they facing bids. That type of shit to have a nigga blowing money on your fitted like they shop at lids, paying off the poppin' wigs. So think about it before you take it on consignment. Unless you wanna end up another shooter's assignment. I put a jewel up in the verse, I'm praying that you find it. Just me in the bars like solitary confinement. Solitary confinement, solitary confinement. Just me in the bars.
You're not my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
Yo, can you hear us?
Yeah, what's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, are you doing it on a phone or a computer? Computer?
Yeah.
At the bottom there's like hit that little camera bad boy. What happened?
Hey, we saw it for 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me make sure I pull everything. Where'd Walko go?
I think I just hit it. Let me see something.
All right, bet. There we go. All right, we
cool.
see you, sir.
All right, what's going on?
Yo, what's cracking? All right, so I'm just making sure everything's recording, blah, blah, blah. Make sure I pull up the project.
I think my voice like blew your man away over there for a second.
It just came in hot.
It's loud and clear, man, which is good, man. Sometimes, we struggle when people are quiet.
Yeah.
But, all right, man. So we're good to start, man. We're good to go. I'm John D. Contradiction. My man with the extra beard. Not you, Walko, man. The man with the extra beard is M. He's Mark. He's probably our most hated reviewer. And then we got my man Walko down there, who's our clout chaser sometimes. But
his beard is on like level 5, and my man beard is on like level 2. So that's cool though.
Don't hate. Hey man, it's better than not on a level, bro.
Yeah, it's like mine, right? Like I ain't even trying.
But yeah, man. Introduce yourself when we get this out, man. Introduce yourself.
Okay. So my name is Precyce Politix. I'm a Brooklyn-born rapper down here in North Carolina right now. Just dropped the album with Grammy-nominated D.R.U.G.S beats, and it's called Drug Politics, and that's what you guys gave the green check to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Grammy. Yeah, that project, man. Oh, man. So this one for one off rip. This has been a great year for hip hop. Like.
Yeah,
and like even like for all sides of it, like the mainstream whatever sellout version of it, they're doing great, but then underground hip hop is fucking coming after it, and it's been fantastic. Like all year we've just been like, yo, people are here to rap. And,
it's like bars are starting to matter again.
Yeah, and it's a good fucking time. And like this project, so this was sent to me. I'm trying to remember. We got an email. I think it was Coal Mine Records. I'm not sure. One account sent it to me, and they're like, yo, definitely check this out. I had the Bandcamp and shit. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm like, all right, it's on all streaming. And I was like, God damn. I'm like, this is aggressive. Like, off rip, I'm like, oh, man. So I'm like, D.R.U.G.S is on here. I'm like, Precyce Politix. I'm like, all right, this is going to be some New York shit. Because I see some of the names.
Your name is hard.
Yeah. Say it again.
Your name is hard. You know what I mean?
Thank you, man.
Just like,
hard as in dope or hard
as in as in dope. As in dope. You just sit there, you read it. It's one of those you look at it, you're like, all right, I got to listen to this.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. I know I had to compete with the little this and little that, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, I can't get down with that movement, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that movement too is like, it's just setting people up to not own their name and their fucking hashtags and shit. Like, it's just set for failure. Like, nothing's original. It's fucked up, you know what I'm saying? It looks ugly. It's like, and it's just, they're putting that stigma on them. I mean, a lot of them want that bullshit, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's the time right now. If it looks like a shortcut, they want it. So, but off rip, I fucking love this project. Like, I'm from New York. Yeah, I'm from New York. I was born in Canada, but I grew up in New York, and I grew up around Queens and Elmont, and like this shit talked to me. Like, I was like, oh, this is aggressive. And I'm like, oh, man. I'm like, and when you hear, like, you got, like, drugs on the production, you're like, all right. Justice needs to be done on it. And you were sliding. I was like, yo, you are doing all sorts of... I had a good time, man. They got a great review for me. I was like, yo, I was fucking with this to the point where I was telling everybody, like, yo, you should listen to this. Like, just listen to this. If you need something that's to drive around and feel cool to in like a safe neighborhood and fuck up the whole vibe, you got this. You need something to work out to, you got this.
Word. Yeah, do man. Like extra 10 reps on that joint, especially Calamari, man. Like,
yo, Calamari fucked me up.
And that's my favorite track on there.
Calamari
my favorite track too.
Yeah,
it's my favorite track too.
And you off rip, like that's what comes in too. It's like right at the beginning, it's like, God damn, but that's usually the signs of a good project. When you started off with that kind of aggression, like with that kind of heat, it's like, all right, you're in for something. And it really didn't let up. Like, it had a few smooth tracks going towards the end that you sprinkled in there, but the aggression, like, it's hard to do a lot of, like, street bangers. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit that's like, you know what I'm saying? That gives you that old school, like, the whole hood's gonna bump this type of shit feel. And it was just like, it felt easy.
See, that's drugs, man. Like drugs beats. He sent me like 20 beats a month. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys can still see me, right?
Yeah, we see.
Yeah.
Okay. He sent me like 20 beats a month. The hardest part was for me to, and I guess for a lot of artists out there, because it's like, he's Grammy nominated, working with Dr. Dre and Royce the 5'9". I mean, who the hell am I to tell him, nah, not this one? You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
not the one, chief.
Right. It's like you got to know your brand and you got to know what you bring to the table. So it's like, it was cool. Drugs was always like, he was getting at me to do this project. So I was like, all right, let's definitely do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm on. So Drugs was sending me 20 beats a month. And he's like, yo, only pick 2 a month. Only pick 2 or 3 max, because you want me to keep creating. So that's like mad dope. Cause I'm like, damn, you already doing big things, but you talking to me like you hungry still. Yeah. So it's like, I'm picking beats and I'm like, all right, this beat is dope, but it's not dope for me. And it's not dope for this project. I wrote the whole story out before I even put it in rhyme form. You know what I'm saying? I wrote the whole script out and everything like that. So then when I was getting the beats, I was like, that's Calamari. That right there, that's going to be my childhood. That's the admiration. This joint right here, this is going to be like a little crew joint, you know what I'm saying? To represent everybody on the block hustling. This right here, the Rick James flip. I seen him, like he posted that, and then he sent it to me. He said, I want to see what you can do with this. I said, all right, I'll fuck around with it. Yeah. Then we did that joint, and I was like, how do I still keep it precise, though? You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not the one to be like, oh, I don't do the double time, or I'm not doing this. It's like, I do whatever the fuck I want, as long as I keep Precise Politics. You know what I'm saying? That's the number. Yeah. So I did that. That ended up being a cool record. But the favorites right now from everybody is Calamari, Pagers, and To the Giants, which is the video we did, the first video we shot. Everybody has their different favorites. When I saw that you guys gave it a really dope review, I was blown away. Like, I was like, yo,
it's hard to get that.
Yeah,
especially nowadays.
Yeah, we're wild aggressive. Like, we're mean. We be bullying people. Like, if it's trash, we like, yo, this shit's garbage. Like, we be fucking people up.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, because too many people got homies that gas them up.
Yeah, that
you know what I'm saying? It's trash. Yo, it's dope, son. They gonna love it. Nah, it's like, if you're not really saying too much. Like, I know my shit is aggressive, and I know my shit is dark. But y'all, I'm tired of all this. It's either really happy ass rap or it's really sad ass rap. Like this emo rap. Like, everybody's like auto tuning their feelings, and I can't stand that shit.
That's
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like, all right, you take mad pills, cool. Do that for one song. Now move on to the next 8 ball.
Yeah.
Saying, what else we gonna rap about now? Every other song is, I'm sorry, I can't stand that emo rap over xylophones and flutes and shit.
Yeah,
I can't stand
corny.
it. So
because it's not, real shit. Like, I tell that, it's not rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people, I'm like, yo, it's a different genre. Like, it's a spin-off of rap. Like, it's a different genre. Like, let that shit be that. Don't call that hip hop. Like, it's not hip hop. Like,
I'm like, yo, these are some of the hardest R&B singers I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that's just corny, bro. Nah, but that shit is corny, bro. Like, and they swear by that shit.
Yo,
they swear by that shit.
I don't know, man. And it's like these rap R&B dudes is like some of the toughest out here in the streets, and I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this dude ran up on you with zippers on his pants, and he auto-tuning singing and battling you, and like everybody's like looking like, what you gonna do? I'm like, yo, I'm from the old school. It's like, yo, I still rock hoodies and Timbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still go to shows, hoodies and Timbs, and I'm like, yo, I got a pocket full of dope. Remember to clean your plates. And then I get into my set. There is no twerking. There is no objectifying women and shit like that. There is no, catering to the masses. It's like, yo, everybody has a market. You just got to know what your brand brings, and you got to cater to that market. If my shit is overseas, so be it. I don't mind rocking shit in the UK. I don't mind rocking shit in France or whatever. I don't mind that. You know what I'm saying? That's cool with me. And it's like I look at names like Griselda and how they did their shit. That's really cool, man. It's like the technology these days, it's like a double-edged sword because it gives bums voices, but it also gives people like myself a way to get the art out there as long as we know how to spend our money and budget our shit, wisely and, get the publicists involved and shit like that. I mean, I got a publicist in Britain, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, my Tim's never set foot in Britain, but like I'm doing business out there and that's cool. So it's like,
good side of it. That's the good side of it. Yeah. It's just, that's the good, like, where if you're really dope, you can get around the way, like, a lot of cats couldn't back in the day, but, like, a lot of these trash dudes, they getting those plates because they grew up on that internet, you know what I'm saying? They worship Soulja Boy.
Oh, man,
he did it, man. He did it.
He paved the way.
Yeah, he paved the internet way, man. It's like, hey, I give him respect for his due, but he fucked shit up.
Didn't
he
Bieber
ruined
get
everything.
discovered on YouTube?
Who?
Didn't Bieber get discovered on YouTube?
Usher found
him.
Bieber.
Usher found him. He was dancing.
Damn, man. Thanks, Obama, man. so that was Usher's fault?
Yeah,
that's
man.
crazy.
Bieber was doing covers, man. He was covering the hood, man. Usher was like, nah, I'm going to take this. I'm going to make money off of this.
Hey, you know what? Blessings is blessings.
Still collecting a check to this day. Child support.
Yeah, it's child support.
He's getting a child support check from his son.
Yo.
Fact.
Wow,
man, that's fucking funny, man. But so back to this, man. I got a lot of questions about this project because I really fucked with it. But how's everybody taking it? You know what I'm saying? Like, on top of, like, I know it's like it's drugs, but like, yo, what are people telling you?
People are telling me that this is the best they ever heard me. You know what I'm saying? Which is that's facts because you got your progression. You know what I'm saying? Like started off as the lyrical, miracle, spiritual type rapper and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The rapping for no reason type of shit. Yeah, that's the foundation. That's the rapping starter pack from Brooklyn. You got your lyrical, miracle, spiritual. You got your rhyme book. You got your energy drink. And you got your hoodie and your JanSport. You know what I'm saying? With the string still on there. I'm going to bring it back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I started off with that. Then I figured, you know what? I might want to rap about something. So it was like, then I started doing theme-heavy projects because I want to be an actor too. You know what I'm saying? So an actor and director. So everything you hear, all the scripts and everything, I wrote all of that. I just told the voice actors, this is how you say it. This is what we do. Mm-hmm. So it's like I got, 3 other albums out there. But people are telling me this is the best they ever heard me. This is really polished. The story is super dope. And I didn't really hold people's hands like I usually do with the storytelling. So that's cool. That's the benefit of not having yes men around you. Like people like, hey, yo, stop holding people's fucking hands. So, shout out to my man Treble in New York. He told me, he's like, yo, you hold niggas' hands too much, fam. You gotta let it be art. You know what I'm saying? Let it be art, not story time. It's a difference. Yeah. And so he also put me on to be
I like that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And so it was like I found a way to be good but be memorable. Like it's better to be, I wish I knew this back in the day. It's like it's better to be memorable than be like super dope. You know what I'm saying? You could be dope, but make sure your shit is memorable. Like to me, the best example was on Flavor in Your Ear remix. To me, I think Biggie was the dopest. But Busta Rhymes was the most memorable. Yeah. And then LL was memorable for that trash shit he was saying.
Yeah, but for some reason, everybody knows it.
Garbage.
We all know it.
But it's memorable, though.
Yeah,
but it's memorable.
He delivered it with confidence, bro. He
sold it. Memorable garbage.
Sold it.
You had to believe it.
Every time, he, she.
Yo,
Blotitious. What the fuck does that mean?
And Busta Rhymes shit was dope and memorable. You know what I'm saying? But I still say that Biggie had the best pen on there. But Busta Rhymes was the most memorable. And I love LL. Shout out to I love LL. But I'm not a yes man. I'm not gonna be like, yo,
that verse is terrible.
Yeah.
You know,
everybody had hit or miss sometimes, bro.
Exactly. Everybody was saying that one person said it was too dark. But I'm like, you know, it's a drug dealer's tale. It's a drug dealer. It's a regular guy becoming a drug dealer and getting way over his head. It's not going to be nice. It's not a hallmark moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know a lot of people probably go through shit like that. And it's like, I didn't want to glorify the drug dealing like everybody else does. Like, everybody's like, I'm on a boat with Poppy right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting these keys while I'm getting twerked on. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, you painting this picture like there's no loss. Like, there's no danger. Like, it's like, hey, if I get a drug dealer, I get the fuck as many Puerto Rican chicks as possible. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you need to, I've seen
real.
Both sides. Exactly.
Yes,
and
exactly.
I've seen both sides of that. The bad side. Like, I ain't see the super good, dope side that everybody else is talking about. Seen the bad side of that shit. So it's like, yo, I need to make something that speaks to the average person that might be thinking about drug dealing. Because I'm gonna be real with you, a lot of motherfuckers probably think about that shit every Monday morning.
Because they trying to get out. Like, they looking for a way out, and it's the quickest ticket to get out the fuck shit that, you know, we're given. So it's like,
but it's also the quickest ticket to, you know, catch a L and catch a bullet.
Exactly. It's living dangerously.
Double-edged sword.
Exactly. Double-edged sword. Exactly. And so I'm like, you know, and my shit, you know, I lose my family. You know what I'm saying? No spoilers alert, whatever. I lose my family, and then it's left with a crazy cliffhanger. So it's like, you know, the shit comes together. At the beginning of the album, you see I'm talking my shit a little bit, but then you see when shit goes downhill, when I lose my family. So then it's like, now you see, you know, on Pagers, now you see it's a different Precyce. It's like, damn, now he's feeling the guilt. And then Circles is when I'm battling with my inner self about the shit. Man. So, I mean, I just wanted to make something dope and something that, you know, gives a message. Like Prodigy said, yo, you got to drop jewels, but you got to mix the medicine with the food. You can't just make a whole record just dropping mad jewels and then people going to think you too preachy. So it's like, you got to mix the medicine with the food. So if people see it, they're like, damn, he fucked his life up by drug dealing. If other people see it, it's like, yo, he just didn't do it right. He ain't real enough. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had to connect with Poppy like I got. Whatever. You see it how you see it. That's the way art is. But this is what I give to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's what you want. Like, that's one thing that's like almost missing from music. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of stuff don't tell stories anymore. A lot of the shit that comes out is a lot of compilations. It's a lot of shit just thrown together. And it's crazy because, like, it's like at one point in time, I put it like this, the way the new age works. Look at how Damn got a fucking Pulitzer, but like Good Kid, Mad City didn't. That shit was like watching Boys in the Hood. You know what I'm saying? Like listening to that album, and it's like that's where we are in music right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where we are in music, where it's like Damn is just like a rap album. Yeah, it's got a gimmick, it's got that, but you got fucking Good Kid, Mad City. That's like a story. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like you know what I'm saying? For one, I felt like watching Boys in the Hood, but even some of the situations,
super classic.
Yeah, some of the situations like that whole like, nah, where your grandma stay and all that shit. Like, yo, we've all been young. We've all seen how we've all walked into the wrong area. We've all been pressed by people that was way into it. You know what I'm saying? Like we all, whether you in it or not, we know what that shit feel like. The dude's like, I want to know where your grandma stay. All that shit. I felt, I'm like, oh man, this is fucking intense. But that's not the shit that you're gonna give that's not something that's being pushed as much as it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you put a Pulitzer on something, that means it's gonna get pushed to the fucking world.
Well, I felt like Damn had much more of the machine behind it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know what I'm saying? But I feel
he was an industry plant at that point.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. To me, I feel like Damn is kind of corny. That's just
me. Same. Oh yeah, we agree.
And it's like, I'm like, they're like, but you could play it back. You can play it backwards. It's another story. I'm like, yeah, but it's still not interesting.
Yeah, it's a gimmick.
How was this another story? It's the same story backwards.
Yeah, it's a gimmick.
So you rewinding the tape. That's cool. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, let me play it backwards physically for real. And if he's saying shit backwards on some devil shit, and then it becomes another story.
That'd be fire.
rest. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm like, all right, you can play it backwards. Okay, so what? Lupe Fiasco did that shit too.
He did
you know what I'm saying?
minute ago.
You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. You know, I feel like I want music to speak to the people that I grew up with, the people that I saw. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, even To Pimp a Butterfly was dope to me, but I can't roll up on the block with that. I try to make open car door music, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. OCD music. It's like, yo, back in the day when you was with your big brother or something, y'all pull up on the block, he opened the door and leave it open purposely to bump what he was bumping. Shit. Yeah. My brother always did the purple tape. He always bumped the purple tape. And we would pull up on the block and we'd have to wait until he rewinded it to Criminology. And then when he rewinded it to Criminology and it dropped, that's when he would open the door. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we would just have it bumping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was always the same part where Raekwon's verse came in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I try to make open car door music. Some of the shit that I hear these days, I don't want people to know that I listen to that shit. Even if I
fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's the thing. You don't see a lot of the people bumping the music like that.
I feel attacked.
You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it weird. It's like, how are these songs number ones? He's like, how are these songs like the top of every chart, but I don't hear it? But when I was young, when fucking Wanksta dropped, I couldn't go nowhere without hearing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't fucking open your door without every car that drove by had it blasting. Everywhere around my school, every house. No matter where I was like, yo, that was months.
Didn't you hate that song?
I hated that song, bro. I hated that fucking song. I also had the album before it dropped.
Cars would pass by and they'd be like, but you never pop. No.
Yeah,
it would always pass by like that.
Yo, and you couldn't escape it. Like, even I go to school, you do some shits like, damn, homie. Everyone, bro.
Was the man, homie.
And it's like now, it's like I don't hear none of this shit that people's is saying is number one. Like, bro, I just found out about a song. I watched that fucking that Mo Bamba shit, and I see a video because like bunch of white people going crazy. I'm like, I've never heard this. I'm like, where is this happening? You know what I'm saying?
It's because we're disconnected.
But it's crazy because like you didn't have to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like I could mention that shit to my mom. My mom don't listen to no hip hop. I'll be like, remember when that 50 Cent came? She'll be like, oh, that song was fucking everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knew it. Yeah.
When your mom's
the differences.
She hated that album. What happened?
The difference is headphones.
But even in cars
anymore like that.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the difference could be headphones. You're right about that. I got to give you that. You know, everybody's in their own world. But another difference is that people don't respect the music as much as they used to because everything is damn near free. You know what I'm saying? I remember having
saturation of the market.
Yeah, I remember having to go to. I went to a record store to get 36 Chambers, and I remember having to stand in line for that joint for the cassette. You know what I'm saying? For the cassette for 36 Chambers. I stood in line for it. Everybody was online talking about that. Ciphers broke out. Like, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, damn, that's why people sweat and absorb albums. I remember, like, going to basketball practice and football practice, you know what I'm saying, listening to those albums. Like, on the train, watching the sun come up, listening to Cash Rules. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And it's like, back in the day, people used to really love that because you respected it because you couldn't just get it anywhere. Now you can get everything anywhere, and everybody got the attention span of guppies. So it's like
one listen, boom, out.
New music. What does Sheik say? New music only lasts you a week now.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy because people are putting out some absolute fire only to be slept on or moved to the side.
Yeah, it's dangerous to put out more than 12 tracks. Like, think how crazy that is. I used to worship double albums, bro. Like, the more fucking... That's like, it's like, bro, as much as this project wasn't, like, great, when Nas dropped Streets Disciple, bro, and I was like, this shit got mad tracks. I'm straight. Like, I'm good. He don't got to put nothing out for a couple years. And now it's like, he dropped Nasir, and a week later, I'm like, I need Nas to put something out. You know, I need him to put something out. Like, I'm mad at this.
It's like, so what's next?
I need him to find himself again. Is what I need. Because I can't do it. I can't do, like, everybody talks about Nas now, and I'm just like, no, I don't want to talk about it.
Nas is still he's still in the end of the Belly movie, man. He's still traveling the world.
Yeah.
He needs to get a team full of street dudes just to pick his beats. Nothing else.
Not even. He need Large Professor to be like, sit here with me. Let me help
sit
you.
with me again.
Let me help
Right.
you, bro. That's it. He
Right.
needs to go back to his old gunners, man.
Even if you
let
gotta
Salam
find
Remy
search.
chill for a bit.
Right? Even if you gotta find search, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody help him do
Go
that.
hang out with
Please.
Primo.
Yeah,
Go hang out with your
please.
homies, man.
Right.
Go hang
Yeah.
out with your boys, your real homies.
Yeah,
For real.
please.
And
Your
go
first, your
play-
day ones.
Go play basketball with Lord Finesse or some shit.
Facts.
Like, for real.
Yo, it's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy, man. Nah, but yo, it's
And
true,
that's-
man. Back in the day, music was different, man. Like, I remember that shit. Like, I was a little younger, but I remember every day when my uncles was working out, like, when they got the little weight set in the basement, it was Wu-Tang. Like, it was the same songs on repeat, and it was like, yo. Nowadays, it's like, that's why, yo, that's honestly when I was putting together the format for how we doing reviews, I'm like, yo, I'm going to make it so it's a first listen type thing. Because that's how that's gonna resonate to these young cats, you know what I'm saying? But that's also just how it is now. Like, you listen to something once, and these cats that's where, like, it's either you're a fan or you're not. But it's like, it's classic or it's not classic, and that's fucked up. But like, that's the times. Like, the times is crazy.
That's the market now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say that's the market.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then they use the word classic too fucking
too
loosely,
much,
man.
man.
We have a list. We have a list of words that get used too much.
Oh yeah, we got a bunch.
I bet you classic,
Yep.
hater, and
Oh,
everything is on that list. Like, this is
Sonically,
Yeah.
man, shit like that. People drop
Melodies.
shit like
quality. Like,
melodies.
people,
Melodic.
Yeah, people get
just
crazy,
use shit
man.
too loosely now, man. Everything is a classic. Everybody's so scared to hurt people's feelings. Where it's like, you just should be like, yo, that joint right there, that shouldn't be on your album. That's kind of weak.
Yeah,
Then it's like, you're a hater. It's like, I'm not a hater. I'm a listener.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you my opinion. You know what I mean? But it is
Yeah,
what it is.
It is what it is, man. It's like
You
that's
kind of
just-
are haters, though. Like a little.
Oh, no,
You know
I'm
what? But
definitely-
you know what? I don't see. That's the thing.
That's what you guys are supposed to be. Though.
I think
You
we're
guys are
haters
supposed
to a genre. We're haters to an extent. Like, we're not haters because, like, a lot of haters hate people
I'm
because
a
they
hater.
personally have a problem with them. Like, we don't give a shit about, cats we review.
We ain't here to-
It's
we
just
ain't here
the
to hold
music.
hands.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. It's a different type of hate. It's specific.
I'm a hater of the bullshit. I mean, that's just it. I'm a hater of bullshit.
Fact.
If it's bullshit,
Fact.
I'm a hater. I don't want to give bullshit no chance.
Yep.
If you in the booth going twiddle and shit like that, and talking about twerking and all that other shit, that's bullshit to me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, it's the generational gap. Look, there's different music that the younger kids are listening to. That's bullshit. They're not saying nothing.
Yep.
They're mumbling. It's bullshit.
Yep.
I don't want to sit there and hold hands no more and be like, well, back in my day, or well, things might be different and hip hop
nah.
change is good. Bullshit is bullshit, and
That's
bullshit is universal. Motherfuckers on Mars know what bullshit is. You might call it something different, but it's bullshit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a hater of the bullshit.
Yeah,
it's
yo,
trash,
honestly,
it's
and that's how it is
trash.
with me. Like, with certain things, like, when I be reviewing shit, everybody's like, yo, how can you like one thing and hate another thing? Like, but it's kind of the same. It's like, no, I could tell when someone's literally really that ignorant, and I could tell if someone's faking the funk. You know what I'm saying? If someone puts out an album and it's just ridiculous, like, it's like some real ignorant shit, then I'm like, yo, this sounds like he actually is that. I'm like, all right, that's real to me. But if it's somebody who's like, yo, I heard somebody that sounded ignorant, I'm going to steal his whole shit and be uncomfortable about it because I'm not really about it. I'm like, yo, I can spot that shit day and night.
Joyner Lucas.
Yo, fact. I've been telling, we talk about this all the time. I'm like, yo, Joyner Lucas can rap. But to me, I don't get that feel. I don't get nothing from. They're like, oh, but his concepts and all that. I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, you could fucking. I'm like, he's no different to me than that white cat and that other cat who directed the Tupac movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may know about fucking Tupac's life, but you just built the movie off Wikipedia. Like, that shit, you didn't capture it. Like, that shit's corny. Like, and that's what he do. He tell all these corny stories, and his shit don't sound real. Like, nothing moves me. Same thing like Logic. Logic's first album I fucked with because he was actually talking about shit that he was going through, and then he just found a gimmick and now raps about nothing. I'm like, that's garbage to me. Like,
Word salad.
Word salad.
yeah, it's garbage to
It's
me.
like, yo, I'm light skinned. I don't want to sit there and tell you about my light skin problems all the fucking time.
yeah, give you a song or
That's
two.
what he's doing to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I'm getting hated on because I'm biracial. Aw.
This,
What?
yeah.
You know what
And it's crazy because you look at him and you're like, bro, you look more white. No one's hating on you but you. Like, you made that shit up.
He looks like Harry Potter.
Yeah, like the only people that's hating on him is the people. Put it like this: the only people hating on Logic is the people that he's telling he's biracial. Because he looks white. Like, if you was like, yo, what is he? And they're like, oh, he's white. You'd have no question for it. You know what I'm saying? You look at him.
I didn't find out Logic was biracial until like 3 years
Until
ago.
he said it 1,000 times and it clicked. It was like,
Oh.
So he's veganing out right now. He's vegan. Like when people come to the party and be like, "Yo, vegan."
Yeah, I'm vegan.
Like, okay.
It's like, nigga,
So
we not serving
fine.
food. You ain't gotta tell nobody, nigga. We not even serving food.
And it's like they take it back to everything. Like, yo, you play the new Call of Duty? Hell yeah, you know I'm vegan. What? It's
Hey,
like,
man, did you know I'm biracial?
right.
By the way, yeah.
It's
By
like
the
that,
way,
I know you've seen the Facebook video where it's like they're impersonating Logic in a person. It's like, oh yeah, from Maryland, and they ask him another question, and he's just like, oh, do you know I'm biracial? And I'm also a biracial rapper from Maryland. Like,
Yo.
we get it,
nobody
Maryland,
cares,
805. Like,
bro.
we get it.
Nobody fucking cares. If anything, it's like, bro, you lose fans by saying shit like, like you losing fans by telling people you have, nigga. Like, cut it out.
Right. Just keep rapping. Watch what you say.
Yeah.
Move on.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, like a lot of rappers like don't give you that feel. Like, you know, that shit is just like, yo, that shit. It just, you don't move me because it's like, I know you're not about it. Like, everybody, if you can spot it nowadays, the generation, the new thing is to be like, oh, give him the benefit of the doubt. Or, oh, but he has this, he does this, but no one actually like checks. You can feel that shit.
For his last album.
This only appeals to a certain demographic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
That's that PC shit. Like, people don't want to be like, look, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
That
Which
sucks.
is crazy. Like, why would you, like, the kind of toxic shit is that? If it's whack, it's whack.
Because you saying that it's whack is more toxic to them because you're stepping on people's toes and feelings. I remember back in the day when if you wasn't good enough, you didn't make the team. Now everybody got everybody. You know what I'm saying?
We're in that age where everybody gets a participation award.
Gets, and that shit.
What is that? An NFL player, Justin Harrison. He took all of his kids' trophies away because their participation. We need more. We need more people like that.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. Y'all still see me, right?
No, it disappeared.
Well, you're frozen.
Yeah,
I'm frozen.
The video.
Let me see what I can do. Let me do the video, turn video off, and then turn it back on.
I bet.
All right, cool.
There we go. He's back.
But
yeah, that participation shit is crazy. Like, that shit, they don't do nothing for no one. It's like everybody's like, oh, it's fair to the kids. It's like, yeah, so when this little kid grow up, he gonna expect people to give him shit no matter what. He do a terrible job, he gonna be like, where's my money? I'm supposed to still get paid. Like, it's not how the world works.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, your basketball, your little league basketball team is 40 deep on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't tell nobody.
You guys went 1-10. Here's the trophy.
Here's the trophy.
No.
Right.
And it also takes the fun out of everything, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like fucking. It's like, even though like Charles Barkley didn't get a chip or Malone and them, you can't tell me they wasn't having a time of their life playing against Jordan, fucking up. You can't tell me they wasn't having the funnest time of their lives with that competition.
Legends in their own right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's why everybody gives it to them. Like, that's just crazy. Like, you'll put them over anyone, bro, because they fought. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I tell people, man, like, when I do my shit, when I do my music, it's like I try to cater to the stuff that I like to listen to, and the stuff that I like. You know what I'm saying? The narrative. It is dark because it's street shit. I'm not gonna rap about daffodils and PlayStation. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the shit that I rap about.
Anybody who raps about daffodils needs to be reevaluated.
Tyler, I think Tyler the creator, man.
All right,
Flower Boy.
See, we literally got an album called Flower Boy.
Yeah, he needs to be. Well, at this point, he needs to be put into like that like the 30-day ban. We need to talk to him.
After that Christmas shit, he needs to stop. He put out like a Christmas EP. He needs to. You got too much money, bro. Like, you got too much money, bro. Like
30-day hip hop ban.
Yeah, that's what we need to do, man. 30-day hip hop bans. Like the way you report shit on like Instagram, we need to have people just stop listening to people for 30 days.
Get banned the studio.
Fuck up their whole numbers.
That's
Hey,
why
man.
that's why I do what I do, man. And it's like, even though it's not popular and I may not get booked at every venue, when I do get booked at venues, I rock that shit out because people already know when you see Precyce Politix on the bill, when you see that name on the bill, you know you're gonna get bars. You know you're gonna get street stories.
16
you know you're
of
gonna
them
get
stacked.
Exactly. You know you're gonna get somebody that's gonna build with you after the show, or might even jump in the cypher with you after the show. Like I'm not on no rock star shit. Like I'm always chill, and I'm always selling merch. I always got merch on me. Yeah. Even when I'm at other people's shows that I'm not performing, I'm still selling merch.
Hey, you working, man? You
gotta
out
hustle.
Working.
Yeah, exactly. Because shit ain't coming to me no type of easy, man. For
ain't
real.
free.
Like so, yeah, man.
Nah, yeah, it's crazy, man. Like that rock star mentality shit is disgusting, bro. Like, oh my god, some of these cats. We were just talking about like this shit that happened with the Travis Scott show that happened this weekend. Like he pulled some fuck shit, but like I've seen it. All these cats that people worship, it's like, yo, there's nothing here, bro. Like I've seen a lot of these new cats. I've seen a bunch of old cats, and it's like I will take an old school legend, most, not all. There's some I've seen where I was like, nah, this ain't it. But like I'll take seeing the Roots 10 times out of 10 over any of these rock star cats. You know what I'm saying? Like right. Shit's corny, bro. Like they come out, they sing over a backtrack and dip.
Anything to see Questlove, man.
He's
incredible.
Yeah, he's the man. Yo.
Yeah. They're all together, the Roots. They're just amazing. Like they're the type of people they should be put in the front. Like they do so much. Like you can't be a part of something New York and music without like them pushing. You know what I'm saying? If you're known in New York and music is them, yeah, like.
Yeah, the staples. Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, that's why, like, you know, everybody comes to me like, yo, you still got that 90s style. That's really dope. That's that back in the day shit. I'm like, is it really though? Like, it's like, I know people
it's still here. It's just not as relevant.
It's like you guys was like, yo, very old school, very nostalgic, very dark. I was like, oh shit, old school. I got called that. That's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't mind being the dinosaur in the room. It's better than being the elephant because it's like, you know.
What is it?
Go ahead.
Eminem was like, I'd rather be a 20-year-old, an 80-year-old me than a 20-year-old you. You know what I mean?
But see, when we like, because like through and through, like we consider ourselves like hip hop heads. We don't say old school in the sense of how like new age cats put it, because when I think of old school, I think of paying homage, I think of showing respect, I think of sampling classics like Motown. So when I say something's old school, it's like it has the respect that's lost.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You're rapping, you got a style, you got your style and all that, but it's very evident where it's like, yo, you respect where it came from, but you're also doing your own thing with it. And that's, to me, that's old school. Because, like, you think of new school, you're like, yo, these fucking kids have no respect. When you think of old school, what do you think of now? You think of respect. You think of pride. You think of competitive. You know what I'm saying? And that's old school. Yeah, that's old school to me. You know what I'm saying? So when I say, like, old school, I'm like, yo, this is respect. This is like paying homage. This is some shit that you don't want to die because it's the culture that you love, that we love, and you are paying respect to it. You don't think you're better than it, bigger than it, but you do take it and make it yours. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how it should be.
I had something reviewed on one website, very popular website. I'm not going to really say the website because I don't know the rules here, and, you know, fuck them. But
fuck them are the rules. Fuck them are the rules here.
That is the rules. You could drop names, man.
Oh, okay. Well, Hip Hop DX reviewed one of my shit.
The worst website on planet Earth. Fuck you guys. Actually, before you start, I'm blocked by them. So.
Yeah, that's a
word.
Fact.
Yo, salute. I gotta grow a beard.
Forever trolling.
I gotta grow a beard now. That's salute. Yo.
That's what happened when he got blocked.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo,
just grew an extra inch.
Do shit like that though. But I had a project called Stallone and Weathers. It was me and the North Carolina producer named K Hill. Shout out to him. And we did a 6-joint EP, and we shot videos for it, and I direct all my videos. So we shot a video called The Feeling. And so while they were reviewing it, people were commenting like, yo, I wish rap would go back to this. This video was super dope. They were quoting lines from the shit I was saying. It was real cool. Your man was like, yo, this is dope, but boom bap ain't coming back, bro. I'm like, boom bap never left though.
Yeah, boom
like
bap's
you know what I'm
still
saying?
here.
Like boom bap never left. You just got to know where to find it. Just because your favorite taco stand don't sell the tacos that you like, that don't mean the tacos is done from existence. You just got to go to another fucking taco stand.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, it's like, to me, if that's the only shit you can say about my records, that's fine. If you can't say shit, you can't be like, yo, the bars is whack, or yo, the concepts is whack. If you only thing you can say is, yo, that's not coming back, I'll accept that. But they get paid to ride the wave, though. You know what I'm saying? They get paid to do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, me, I'm just like, yo, you got to find... I mean, I see footage from Royster 5'9" shit, and he's, like, in the UK, and there's mad people all around, and he's doing... He's going back, way back, and he's doing boom. Like, he's doing boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man. Like, he's still doing boom. He's still doing shit like that.
Yeah.
I love out there. Like, as artists in America, you want to get out there because they appreciate you more
because
than
they
you
have
get appreciated here.
respect. They love the culture. They don't just love the wave. They don't love whatever's being fed to them. They love the fucking culture, and that shit. It's crazy that like the places where the culture was born and where it like flourished, it's fucking like they forgot. Like, oh nah. Like, I had, oh man, my cousin, man, he's the best, man. My man Jeff, but he tried to tell me, he's like, oh man, the Brooklyn drill scene is this and that. I'm like, bro, drill is Chicago, bro. Like, that's not Brooklyn, bro. I'm like, cool, y'all want to make whatever music, but I'm like, so you telling me that you changing up your style because that's what Brooklyn's following? I'm like, Brooklyn's fucking hipsters, bro. You have to have a dog to live in Brooklyn now, bro. Like, don't tell me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, I was like offended, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, drill. I'm like, how you gonna take something that's not even yours when you got something like when I think of Brooklyn, I'm thinking of storytellers mixed with punchlines. I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking of
grimy shit.
Drill. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
I'm sorry, Jeff. I'm no longer listening to your music. If you're gonna
That's
put
my
out
cousin.
drill
It's all
music.
love. He knows. I tell him straight up. Like, I tell him, but I'm like, bro, like, you're not gonna pass that on me, bro. Like, that's not like, it's cool. You can ride whatever wave you want, but like, that's what's going on. I'm like, that's Brooklyn. I'm like, you, like, I can't be proud of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Drill music is not Brooklyn.
That's not.
Let that be from where it's
Stop it.
from. Let them love it. But it's like, you rather push that than push the sound that Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Brooklyn.
I'd rather sell 10 records of my shit than 20 records of your shit. That's how I look at it.
Thank
you know
you.
what I'm saying? Like,
Thank you.
my style is my style. I'll sell 10 records of my authentic shit than 20 records of your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I still got to wake up and look at myself in the morning. And now I got a little man, and he going to grow up and be like, Dad, what the fuck were you doing?
Say, oh yeah, my worst
What
nightmare. I
shit?
got years until I have it. That's my nightmare. My son gonna be like, "What the fuck was you doing?"
Right. Like, is that you in that top hat? What were you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is that you? Is that you moonwalking? Like, come on.
Wait, you
Now
got
I-
regular
now I
pockets with
get-
no zips? What the fuck?
Now I get why you're trolling your son young, so you can troll him when he's old.
I trolled the
My God.
shit out of my little man, but it's all good, man. But yo, it's crazy, man, because it's like people just don't love. Like, I may have not been born. I was born in Canada, but I grew up on Long Island. I grew up like around Queens. I grew up Elmont and Bethpage and whatnot. And to me, I've always been a fan of hip hop and just New York music. But it's like, yo, I'm from Long Island. I consider myself a Long Island cat. So it's like, I rap too, but I'm like, yo, I'm lyrical. I worked on getting lyrical. I worked on telling some story. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when I think of Long Island, I'm thinking of Rakim. I'm thinking of EPMD. I'm like, I would never want to let them down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I always tell people my top 5 is different from yours. You know what I'm saying? Because every interview, people like, so Precyce Politix, what is your top 5? I'm like, yo, my top 5 different from yours, fam. Like, my top 5 is Big L.
So I was about to say, so Precyce Politix.
Line.
What is your top
fucking
5?
Demon.
Yeah,
No
Big L,
one has
rest in
done it
peace.
like him. Fact.
So exactly, Big L, Prodigy, infamous Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? I used to drive a Mac and keep an act. You know what I'm saying? That was my dude. You know what I'm saying? I used to drive an act, kept a Mac in the engine. That's Prodigy. You know, MF Doom, Pharoah Monch.
The GOAT.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's gold. So I said MF Doom, Pharoah Monch, Big L, and I said Prodigy, and of course Raekwon the Chef. You know what I'm saying? That's my top 5. You know
and
what I'm
that's
saying?
a dope top 5. All understandable.
And everybody think just because I'm from Brooklyn, I have to say Biggie. I have to say
And
Nas.
it's like, nah, you
I have
don't.
to say Jay. It's like, nah, I don't have to say none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my top 5. This is when I want my pen to move off a writer's block. These are the artists that I put on to listen to. And I'm like, boom, this now I feel like writing again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like people love comparisons, man. Like I go do shows and shit, and people are like, dude, you sound just like Jay-Z, dude. I'm like, oh my God, dude. I can't understand. I can't help that I'm light skinned with big lips and I got a New York accent. I can't help none of that. You know what I'm saying? That's how God made me. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But
that's
it's
also
like,
a lot of new rap shows is filled with white folks, and they can't tell what black people sound or look like.
But they buy records.
Facts.
They
buy everything. Merch.
I'm talking about they would hear 2 singles and buy a 20-track project. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I fucks with that because that's dope.
Yeah.
Our people need to get more like that. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear the whole shit for free and still get it on discount.
We want to get we want to get into the show for free to see if you rock a show and let us on stage before we buy anything. Before
and we gotta shut up
repost.
family members.
Yeah, before we repost, you know, that's the first step. It's crazy, bro. And that traces back to the old head days, man. It sucks because, like, those legends that were solidified in stone for hip-hop, like, why did they not start their own fucking labels and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, why'd y'all let hip-hop get to this point? Like, why'd y'all let it go? Because everybody was so... But not even that. Like, these cats ran the world before the world was digitized. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why let go? Like, why not capitalize? But everybody was so worried they don't want to share
rap to win. They didn't want
other people. They didn't want their circle. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, now we get shows where it's like, oh, these legends are shaking hands again. And now it's like, well, what happened when you had that opportunity to fucking run your whole community as a group? But no, you want to split shit up on some, like...
No big deal.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit. That's why I can't even be mad. Like, when old heads is like this and that, it's like, yo, it's still kind of your fault too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you gotta take some responsibility.
We're at that point where we're all to blame.
Yeah,
we're all like, you know what I mean? Yeah. We're the problem.
Yeah.
Not not us, but I'm just as a whole.
Yeah.
We're the problem.
Yeah. And now it's, but that's the thing. We see it's too late. So, like, a lot of, like, you know, hip hop heads, backpackers, enthusiasts, and shit like that, there is so late that all we can do, because it's blown up so fast, is be mad. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? All you can do is look like Joe Budden, and that's it, man. That's all we got, man.
I listened to his podcast. I think the one about where one of his friends in his circle won the lottery.
Oh yeah. Dude, yeah, the $1 billion one that just passed.
Yeah.
That big ass lottery. It was one of Joe Budden's dudes that used to play like cards with them and shit. And he just dipped on everything. He don't talk to no one. He had a business with someone.
They called his friend Bailey or whatever. And he's like, oh man, how you heard from Kevin? He's like, man, I'm sick. I'm at the hospital around throwing up because I'm so angry right now.
He had a business partner and he bailed on him too. Like, the dude started a business with someone. He dipped on everybody. And they all found out it was him when they announced him on the fucking news.
Wow. He's like, I'm gone.
Fuck it, I'm gone.
Gone.
Catch me on Bailey Island.
I think right before he hung up, he was like, yeah, I'm waiting outside his house. Like, you know.
But that's just very real, man. Cats be your best friend, be your business partner until shit get good for them only, man. It's fucked up, man. We got to do better, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Vanishing act.
Nah, but hey, man, it's fucking crazy. Nah, but what's crazy too, thinking about that whole like hip hop DX thing and whatnot, bro. I've seen even like just all the other them review pages. I've seen these cats like destroy some like dope lyrical projects and this and that, and then when it's something that's like literally a bunch of noises, like no content.
22.
And these cats are like, this is a using every fucking word from Dawson's Creek to show in the
Playboy
book,
Cardi's
like, big
album.
word. Yeah. This nigga Playboy Cardi's album is literally it's 1 hour of fucking one hook. He says a line 30 times per song. It's the same line. And that's every song. And they're like, yo, this shit is a masterpiece. This shit is fucking.
I think they gave it a 9.5.
Yo. And it's like, bro, he didn't say nothing But it's not like
You're welcome.
it's like a joke because he literally, like, if you put on any Playboy Cardi song of his album, yo, I could put money on it. It's gonna be him repeating the same shit over and over and over again. And it's like, but then you got Royce, who personally I think put out a classic this year. Royce's album was first listen, I was like, and I still listen to it since it dropped. And it dropped early in the year. I'm like, this is the best shit I've heard in a long time.
The joint that he did with his son, right?
The Book of Ryan.
Yeah, the joint he did with his son.
That is
that was
classic to me. There's not like I don't got a lot on my and we listen to a lot of music.
Okay.
I don't got a lot of classic, like things that I'm dropping classic on. But that I'm like, that is a fucking classic. From my first listen till me listening to it today, I'm like, that's a classic.
It's like
and they gave that shit like a 7. They gave it like a 7, bro.
They gave the Cool G Rap album a 6.
Wow.
They gave it a 6.
Is that the one with all those features?
That's the one with 38 Special and him, and then
Benny's on it. Everybody's on that. That project bangs.
Yes.
And it's got a dope, and the whole story is him passing the torch off to Spesh, and they're going back and forth.
Spesh.
And it's like every song, fucking Cool G is like teaching him something new, and he's rapping about it. It's fire, and it's like a 6.
Well, it's too much jewels, too many jewels. So it's like, nah, we can't fuck with that learning shit. Yeah. Nah, y'all talking about some real shit. I can't fuck with that. Yeah. It's way too many jewels.
It's crazy.
So
it's everybody making money off of riding trends.
That's why when I saw, like, my wife put me on, my wife was like, oh shit, your joint made on Not Your Man's. I was like, what the fuck did they say? Like, I was like, what the fuck did they say? She was like, nah, man, here. I was like, nah, I don't want to fucking read it. You read it to me. Read it to me. Mm-hmm. What color is it? What color is the joint? She was like, it's a green check. It's my man's. I said, okay, read it. And she read it. I was like, fuck, yo, that's crazy. And she said 9.5 out of 10. I said, nah, let me see that. Don't gas me. So that's why I sent you the message like, yo, good looking out.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? I'm super humble, man. It's like, yo, whenever somebody do shit like that, I'm always humble. Like, people, like, there's been a lot of bloggers that's like, oh, shit, you actually answered us? I'm like, yeah, thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so
it's crazy because people don't even reach out sometimes. Like, some cats, like we don't like to talk. We don't talk about followers and no shit like that. But it's like, yo, some cats, we like, yo, we did you a solid. We did a review for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you could, you know what I'm saying? Like, we went through our share of the work. Like, and it's like, if you can't reach out to someone who gave you a good review, like, you definitely don't reach out to your fans. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but nah, you're probably, you know what's crazy? So funny hot take. So when your project came, and when I saw it, it was sent. It was a Bandcamp link. And we always bug out because like we do like the SoundCloud Saturdays because it's like these are we don't like when something's not on all streaming because we do it more to like push like younger artists and upcoming artists to get their shit together. So we do it as like a slander, but in the end we always like, yo, you should get your shit put officially. You should learn about leasing or actually owning beats. Like, don't just be on some fuck SoundCloud free shit because it don't look good. So I saw it and I'm like, oh, I said on Bandcamp. I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be some old head shit. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, but it's on Bandcamp. I'm like, man, I'm fucking let down. And then I found it on all streaming, and I was like, damn, because I was almost mad that I thought it wasn't on all streaming because I was like, I can't add it to my playlists and shit like that. But when I found it, I was like, all right, now we're good. And I bumped that shit for like a solid 2-3 weeks after reviewing it like straight, and I was like, yo.
Thank you. And see, that's why I tell all the young artists and old heads too. I'm like, yo, find a distribution company that you like. You know what I'm saying? I mean, CD Baby is cool, but dog, I got Catapult distribution, and I get 91% of my profit. You know what I'm saying? I think CD Baby gives you like 80. You know what I'm saying?
CD Baby,
it's like 82. I think
it's like 80 something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and Catapult, their reach is crazy. Like, I can find my shit on Xbox. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're doing all that work for me, and then they go after people who try to make money off my shit. They go after them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they let me know, like, yo, we just sent a cease and desist letter to such and such. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I researched that myself. Everybody was telling me CD Baby, but I wasn't happy with the 80-some-odd%. I wasn't happy with it.
Yeah, you want
know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? As close to the full as I can. So I researched them. I said, let me try them out. And yo, my shit was everywhere. I'm like, this is
Dude,
dope.
and that research is crazy because there's a lot.
Yeah.
See, I use CD Baby, but I have like the other ones just in case. Like DistroKid's easy for a quick whatever, but they're terrible. They don't reach back. And I'm like, CD Baby is cool because they do all the flashy shit that you want to hear, but it is pricey too. So it's like,
yes.
But then there's like the other ones too. That there's a bunch, but yeah. Like that's the research you have to do.
Catapult's really good. I still fuck with Bandcamp myself because I like the hands-on experience with Bandcamp, and the money turnaround is next day. It's like, yo, boom.
you can schedule it and just wait.
Yeah,
it's like 3 people bought your album, your PayPal's ringing. So you know what I'm saying? I like that. You know what I mean? But I always get my shit on all streaming because I'm like, yo, I hate streaming, and I got my own website too, but I gotta play the game. You have to play the game. You can't sit there and act like you bigger than the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Because if it's like that, then you're literally like you're alienating a whole group of people that you never knew would fuck with your shit. You know what I'm saying?
People working out to your shit like, oh, this is a new Precyce Politix. Who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Then they hear something. They're like, yo, that shit is banging. Okay, let me search him and see what else. And that's because I was added to a playlist. Like, if you like this person, you might like this person. But if I don't have my shit on streaming services, if I just got my shit on SoundCloud and Bandcamp, and I'm like, fuck everybody else because culture over everything, then I'm not getting heard.
Yeah, and then you got to work extra hard to put just those in people's faces. And a lot of time, people use their phones. Like, the SoundCloud app on a phone is not easy. Bandcamp's not easy. Like, that's why we complain about it, because it's like, yo, as a consumer, if someone's like, yo, check this out, it's only on SoundCloud, I'll be like, yeah, I got you. I'm not going to listen to this shit because it's hard to access. You know what I'm saying?
So seriously enough to put your shit on everything, man. It's like, what's the point of having the cure for cancer if you can't get it out to everybody? People still dying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, you're going to have to spend money on yourself. You're going to have to invest in your brand for the first 2 to 3 years. You're going to owe yourself mad money before you make mad profit, because you spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars literally to set your name up so you can make a profit later. And that's one of the things that a lot of artists don't understand. Like, I tell people, yo, fam, I'm broke as shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, fam, I'm broke as shit because I put all the profit back into the business. I actually pay my producers. I don't just be like, yo, good looking out, but you know I'm unsigned, right? So I give you credit when you're publishing. I actually
just leave your tag on it, and I'll pay you later to take it off. Don't worry about it, bro.
My producers. I try to make sure that. Perfect example. D.R.U.G.S Beats is a brand that a lot of people know. Why the fuck would I not? Why would I just call this a Precyce Politix album when not a lot of people know me? So it's Precyce Politix and D.R.U.G.S Beats, because it's like both brands are coming together. So the people that fuck with D.R.U.G.S will be like, okay, so who's this rapper?
Out,
you know, let me check this rapper out, because you know his beats is banging.
And knots.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Dog, it's like, you have to understand that, number one, the culture is going to be the culture whether you make it or not.
Exactly.
Number two, go to the light bill company and tell them to keep your lights on for the culture and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, money, you need it. It's a business at the end of the day.
Yep.
Number three, it's like, you got to put your all into this shit. And when it's your all, it's not just blood, sweat, and tears. It's blood, sweat, and tears and money. Like, you got to invest in yourself or get a sponsor or some type of shit before you. You know what I'm saying? If you can't, like, all the cats that screaming independent now, they was on a label before. You know what I'm saying? Locks is independent, but they was on Bad Boy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
They was everywhere. Yep.
They independent now, but Cameron was on the label. Everybody else was on the label that came up after them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, I try to tell people, like, yo, if you do get a chance to get a deal, even if it's a super shitty deal, if it's a record company that is willing to invest money into your product,
use it the right way.
Yeah, willing to invest money so you can trampoline off of their shit, and they tell you don't have to spend a dime. So what if your bonus ain't all that? They already gonna spend money to try to recoup to get their money back. Mm-hmm. Do that, get a deal with them, do a project with them, use that to trampoline yourself, get more fans, and then go to another label and shop that next project. And whatever. Get a clause in your contract that says that you can buy back the masters after a certain period of time. You know what I'm saying? If you really all about that, then you can do that. There's always ways to work around it. But you don't gotta stay fucking broke and spend $100 to make 10. That's not profit.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Nope. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Hey, man, that's the side of shit that they don't tell these kids. That's what we do a lot of that. We do a lot of reviews, but we review a lot of underground, but we reach out. Like, We try to tell a lot of these cats,
want
like,
everybody
especially
to
if they
win.
don't. We want everybody to win, and it's like you can't win out here just thinking it's gonna be as easy as these stupid cats. Because like a lot of these cats with these popping Instagrams and shit don't even own their Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
There's dudes out here rapping who can't even figure out how to get the link in their Instagram bio clickable.
Why you gonna call out my man Thaddeus like that?
Yo, 90% business, 10% talent, man. Like labels now,
it's all about the footwork.
Yeah,
right. Labels now don't really fuck with you unless you already a business, which I understand. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you already a business and you already got followers, it's like don't nobody care about artist development no more. Labels ain't spending money to develop you no more.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they come to you. Right, they only come to you if you got shit popping and you did shit yourself. Like, this is what I did myself. And they'd be like, all right, now I'll invest into the Precyce Politix brand. Now I'll invest into the Blase Blog brand. You know what I'm saying? Because to them, you still MC Peanut Butter and Jelly. But if you MC Peanut Butter and Jelly with a Peanut Butter and Jelly following, you straight. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, okay, bet. Yeah. So now we know he can put in the work himself. Now we can invest these dollars into him.
And that's the thing too. And that is also the image too, because it's like, all right, bet you did all this groundwork, you built a nice following, you did all that. It's like, cool. This is what we're gonna offer. You don't have to do that no more. We're gonna push you. You just need to do this. And some people get fucked by that. That's where the kids who just so hyped, like, oh, I finally made it. You sign whatever. That shit gets real. Then that's when shit gets real.
360s, man. New age 360s.
Yeah, 360s.
You know what? Like,
that's part of the problem is these death deals.
No one owns their masters anymore.
Right.
A lot of it too is these cats is kids. So these kids aren't signing it. So their parents is just like, oh man, they're making money off of this fuck shit. They don't actually have to do it. I still don't want them to do it as a career. So let me just sign this so they get this quick come up check and then we done. You know, like.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here in front like I just came in the game with mad knowledge. Nah, I didn't, man. The only reason why. Yeah, that, and the only reason why I know, like, I had a lawyer look at, a contract that I had previously is because I'm a banker. I'm also a banker. So it's like I got connections with that shit. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? I can do that. So a lot of people aren't that fortunate. But what I'm saying is invest in yourself, and that includes having a lawyer, man, because they gotta read those contracts. And I mean, the lawyer was the one that told me, like, yo, you need to get a buyback clause for your masters if that's what's important to you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And you would never think of that regularly, like you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You'll never think of that.
It's not common knowledge, and it's made that way for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to learn how to do that shit, man. I mean, I'm trying to push this project to hell and back, and it's like D.R.U.G.S is doing his part too. But just because his name is known and my name isn't, doesn't mean that I can't push his hard. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So I just been pushing it. People have actually listened to it, and then they've pushed it to other people, and like, yo, check this out. Like you said somebody sent the drug politics joint to you. I don't know who the fuck that was.
Yeah, it was like an email. I couldn't even tell you, but I was like, oh, all right, I'm definitely down to do this.
Yeah, maybe it was my publicist. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I know he got mad reach. You know what I'm saying? I know he got mad reach because mad people been hitting me up like, yo, this is dope. How much for a feature? This, that, and the third. I'm like, hey, this is really dope. So I fucks with that publicist, and it's a really good price too. But it's like, if I didn't invest in myself to get a publicist, and if I just thought, I can do it and shit like that, then we wouldn't be having this conversation. You know what I'm saying? I'd be watching.
It's hard.
Yeah, so it's really hard, man. Yeah, so I really appreciate you guys. Definitely appreciate you guys. If I ever get on Funk Flex, man, I guarantee you I'll shout you guys out.
Hey,
we'll hold you to that.
We're gonna hold you to that.
No, please do. You got my IG, you got my Instagram. If that ever happens, if it's gonna be an announcement. Like if Flex be like, yo, come up here in like a month. I'm gonna let motherfuckers know early on the gram. Like, yo, I'm gonna be on.
We gotta get him a shirt.
Yeah, get me a shirt. I need y'all to hit me in the inbox because my mind's gonna be going crazy with bars.
We got.
And I'm not gonna go up there and spit an 8-minute freestyle neither. Niggas go up there and kick their whole albums. I'm just gonna go up there in and out like a robbery. You know what I'm saying? Like if I ever do that shit. But yo, please hit me. Be like, yo, Sice, don't be a dick. Remember, not your man.
I'm gonna send you a clip.
Not your man's is your man's right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, please, no, because I feel like things like this need to be bigger, and it needs to be bigger because podcasts about absolutely nothing is ruling the fucking.
We just talked.
We were just talking about this.
Yeah, so it's like if you have something like this that's reviewing albums, and then like actually taking the time to build with the artist, like that's dope. You know what I'm saying? That's dope, man. It's like, bruh, like I got so many ideas for podcasts and shit like that. I want to do it because me being an actor and writing and stuff like that, that's cool. But it's like, if you don't help other people that actually took the time to help you, because y'all didn't have to do this. Y'all could have been like, I don't know him. And y'all could have went and reviewed the next Migos shit. But it's like, y'all reviewed my shit.
We did that. It's okay. It's all right. We did that.
Yeah.
We did that.
Migos is terrible, by the way. Now. That was terrible.
Top, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I really appreciate you guys.
No, yo, man, we really appreciate you, man. We truly appreciate you. I actually do. We don't like to keep people too long. We got you for a solid hour, but I do want to put this out there. I don't know if you guys are thinking it, but I think personally, I would fuck with if you rocked with a Ty Farris song. That's like Royce's homeboy. Yeah, I think you two would fucking. You guys would, because he punches. Like, he punches, and he also tells some nice, he got the Detroit swag. He tells some good story, and he always records at like Roy's studio and something like that. But yo, I would definitely like to see y'all like clash heads. We had a nice talk with him. He's cool as fuck, but I definitely would like to try to even put that together. We will even we all make music, but me and my man with the beard, we produce too. We'll even throw a beat like, yo, you guys can have this.
You can have it.
Because I think you guys would snap, because he's dope. He's doing work too, and he, you know what I'm saying. He's like Royce's homie. So if he would get him on it too, if he see both of y'all punching heads off, I'd be on board for that. I'd be there for that.
If you have the know-how and you have the reach to get that idea to him, I am 100% down.
Done.
Just send him a DM.
Say less. Yeah. We got you. Yeah, say less. I got you.
Please do that, man, and let me know, and please keep in touch with me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Will do.
Any type of questions you have about the project, you know what I'm saying? Just please keep in touch with me. I'm not a dickhead, man. It's like I'm always answering. I'm like, yo, thank you, good looking. Now I'm answering DMs and shit all day to day, and people like, yo, I love this album. The joint you did about your son, it made me think about my dad.
Oh yeah, that shit.
Oh,
that's another thing I wanted to ask. Oh my god, how was it rapping with OC? Oh my goodness. Oh my god, he's like legend. Like he's like low key like the people's champ to underground rappers, and it's like, oh, you guys had a fucking that track. One hurt me. That's why I got a fire truck. But I was like, that track is serious. What is that like? Like you did that. You know what I'm saying? You held your own with like he's been doing it a minute.
No, hold
on. It was crazy.
Nah, you talking about OC from NC, right?
Yeah.
That's OC from OC from NC. Me and him been cool for a minute, man. We did a track together on Last Son of Brooklyn, like my second album. And he heard me on a freestyle one night at on a radio station down here in North Carolina. And he was like, yo, when I first heard you, he's like, when I first heard you, I was like, that nigga can rap. Like that's what OC said to me, you know what I'm saying? So
nice.
You know what I'm saying? So we've always been building, and Ilpo is a part of their squad, their Watt squad, you know what I'm saying? And Drugs is a part of that squad. So Drugs was like, yo, it would be dope if we had, a couple of features on here. So I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to have my wife on there, you know what I'm saying, because of the story. So I'm going to have my wife on there, Lena Jackson, shout out to her.
Wait.
Green
Lena Jackson's your...
It's my wife.
Oh, powered the green checks.
Yeah, that's my wife. Yeah, we've been together for about 3 years. Yo, it's crazy competitive in this house.
I messaged. She commented on something else she was on, and I'm like, yo, yeah. I was like, you out here collecting green checks? I see you. And now it's like, oh, this one kind of counts towards it too.
Yeah, she's my wife. You know what I'm saying?
She's the fucking truth.
Yeah. So I told her. So I was like, she already gonna be on there. And Drugs was like, yeah, no doubt. I was like, I'm gonna have her do her own shit. I'm gonna have her do her own song because she's a big part of the story. And then he said, yo, we're gonna get some more features. I said, yeah. I said, yo, what about OC and Il Po? He was like, hell yeah, yo, pick the beat. So I picked the beat and we went in the studio in Greensboro and we just rocked that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like we rocked it out, and that was a great song. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the Brooklyn in me, I'm like, yo, I'm not letting nobody outspit me on this shit. I'm coming out here, I'm killing heads. It's all love and war. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, when you on a feature, nobody want to be the dude that gets skipped. And nobody want to be the dude where people be like, he was the weakest verse. You don't want your shit wrapped over in the car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the biggest thing. You don't want your shit. I done rapped over plenty of rapper shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that's a great song. We're gonna get together and perform that shit live together one of these shows, man. You know what I'm saying? But the Nation, a song for Mikey, that shit took me 15 minutes to write. I wrote every song in the car. Every verse, every script, all of that was written in the car.
That's your zone. That's your place, man. Yeah, that's how it is.
That's my place. Saying I'd just be chilling in the car, just writing, you know what I mean? On the way to work, from work, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah, Nation is a good joint. It was dope. It's always dope with OC from NC and B Squared. It's always dope to chill with Ilpo, you know what I'm saying? I don't really get to chill a lot because I'm always pushing my shit or whatever, but... Yeah, and OC just came out with a new album. It's Not You, It's Me. That shit is mad crazy. You should check that out.
Put that on the list.
Yeah, it's Not
another
You,
one.
Yeah, he just came out with another album. That shit was cool. Right, yeah, and I'm not on that shit, so I'm doing that off of love, off of GP. Like I'm not even on it. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it should be, man. That's if it's fire, it's fire. Like you don't have to be on it to be like it's fire. Like.
Yeah,
and if you was on it and it wasn't fire, you know, you just gotta be like, you know, it's not that fire.
Word, you gotta tell the truth, right?
Yeah, that's it, man. But yo, man, again, we really appreciate you, man. We're not gonna take up any more of your time, but I'm gonna let you know when this goes to drop. I usually leave it in the artist's hands. Like if you got stuff you want us to post when we post this, like clips, promo bar, verses, whatever, send it to me. We'll blow it up. And they always forget to send it to us. But, yo, I'll let you know when this is dropping. I do the art. I do all this shit. I take care of it. But, yo, again, man, I truly appreciate it, man, for sure.
I appreciate you guys, man. This is really dope, and I had a fantastic time. This is one of the best interviews I've done. It's one of the best interviews I've done about drug politics, man, because it wasn't all, like, vanilla. It wasn't like, so what's your inspiration behind picking this beat? And, how do you feel about this and that, about hip hop today? And it wasn't vanilla. Like we just talked.
We chopping it up. We talking hip hop, man.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys for being real. Please, please, please keep in touch with me. Do that thing with Ferris. Do that thing because I'll definitely like have bars will travel. If I got to fly somewhere, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. Like we'll make that shit happen.
That's what we like to see.
Yeah, for real. Because I mean, that would be murder. Like, that would be crazy, man.
I know. I feel it. I'm like, oh, this is going to be... And it's good to see light-skinned niggas do aggressive shit, man. And like, I'm tired of us getting a bad look. Like, fuck that.
Because, man, you know what I'm saying? Because artists be having us looking like we in a fetal position in the pajamas and shit, rapping about women, man.
It's like everything ain't Big Willie style, man. We not here spitting. We here, man. Fuck.
We not all crying and shit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we are sensitive, but, you know, we not all, like, crying and shit, asking women do they love us and shit. Fuck it, man. Like, you don't gotta love me. Buy my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Buy my shit and bang it, man. Bang my shit. Tell people about it, man.
That's a fact, man. But, yo, man. All right, man. So, yo, we'll holla at you, man. So, I'm going to send him that message. I'm going to put that out to the universe. I'm going to let you know how that go. But yo, again, man, we really appreciate it, man.
Okay, man. And if they want a free copy of that shit, you know, they can get that. Oh, if you guys want a free limited edition copy of Drug Politics, I'll send it.
Yo,
if y'all want three CDs, y'all want one, whatever, just
I need one so I can just keep it. So I can just look at it.
It's good to have that because like I know I stream everything off the phone, but it's good to have that one CD in the car.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
For when your phone die or something like that.
Hey, man, I'm gonna take Action Bronson out and put yours in.
Just hit me on the DM.
Absolutely.
White Bronco was pretty dope to me. I like White Bronco.
It was weak. We think it was weak. We feel like it was like.
I liked it. I'm not gonna front.
We feel like it was lazy.
I liked it, man. I liked it.
It was boring, man. I one listen, I was like, I'm not gonna listen to it again, man.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it.
But what are you expecting, though?
I need.
The project before that was amazing.
I'm expecting. I'm
What are
expecting.
you expecting?
I
Well
was
done,
expecting half of that last project.
Dr. Lecter, Mr. 3000, Blue Chips. Can I keep going? Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah,
He
okay.
felt robbed as a fan. He
I'm
felt
a
robbed.
Bam fan. You know what I mean? So when I listened to that, I was like,
I feel the same way.
it's hurt. I'm hurt.
Oh, yo, let me ask y'all. I kind of find it like pretentious for artists to just sign shit without asking the fans, unless
Please
the
sign
fan
it.
asks.
Please
Okay.
sign it.
I was gonna ask y'all, would y'all like me to sign?
Oh yeah.
Please sign it.
Would you like me to sign it to Not Your Man's, or what would you like me to do?
We'll
You
each
can sign
message
it
you.
tonight.
We'll each message.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
each
message
message
you
you.
separately.
Whether it's one limited edition CD or 3, let me know. I'll you know what I'm saying? I'll definitely do that.
I
appreciate you, dog.
For sure, man. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
man. And I'm gonna try to get Drugs to sign the shit too, but he's hard
Yes.
to fucking. He's hard to catch. Yo, DM me all your information. I'll send it to wherever, man. Everything is everything, and keep me in the loop. Definitely do that Ferris thing. And like I said, if I get on Flex or I'll fuck around and stumble upon Sway in the morning, definitely send me some kind of shirt or merch or something.
Done.
So I could like really
Done
help y'all.
deal.
That'd be dope, man. All right, man. So, yo, like I said, it's really cool meeting you guys, man.
Yo,
Thank
for
you
sure,
so
man.
much.
This was a good time, man.
All
All right, peace.
right, man. Just let me know when it's coming out. Anything I need to do for promo, I'll do it.
All right, we got you.
Stay
All right,
loose.
man. Peace and
All right,
love, yo.
Cop and go, what you waiting on? Playing them corners with them phasers on. 30-shot 11s with them lasers on. We hooking niggas up the machines. Sleeping while it's beeping, get your pages on. And now you advise you to get it how you live it though.
And now you advise you to get it how you live it though.
And now you advise you to get it how you live it though. 12 skinnies on the table with my bro love. Anything you need, we got it, you already know love. Chasing down this money, got my family in jeopardy. Try to numb the pain with pretty bitches laying next to me. Lena took my heart away, so I give them what's left of me. Hard, thick, and self-hate, the pussy be the therapy. Fuck them hard enough to make them say, Poppy, you scaring me. Competition hate to think about me coming up. I fantasize about them airing me. Living in the danger zone. Reminisce about my temper, used to bring the anger home. Take it out on Lena while Mikey was still developing. House of blues, forcing my wifey to find sheltering. Lost a good friend along the way, he wasn't built for this. Understood him perfectly, still on the weather's forever. My nigga know you praying for me, that's just how the story goes. And now I'm on this corner barking on these niggas like cop and go, what you waiting on? Playing them corners with them phasers on. 30-shot 11s with them lasers on. We hooking niggas up the machines, sleeping while it's beeping, get your pay.